Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is my review for P-Valley, the season finale. They only gave us 8 episodes. I mean, I feel like they could at least gave us 2 more. You know, let's make it to 10. But anyway, we saved the Pynk, by the way. We'll get there. We start off with Autumn Haley. And she is where she left off, sitting up in the Paradise Room with Montavius, and he's like, girl, where's my money? I don't want to talk about nothing else, but where is my money? And you know, she tries to stall, of course, and she don't know, she don't have it, all of these excuses. And she says that it's in the bank, and he's like, you put all of that money in the bank? How you do that? And she's like, listen, these people can believe that I work from this club, that club over there, this club over there. I work at all the clubs. So that's how I did it. And while they're talking, there's a knock at the door. There's another dancer trying to get in. And before Autumn can, you know, get to the door to get out, of course, he slams it and pulls her back by her neck, choking her and everything. So he's not letting her leave. She gets him to stop choking her, of course, because she's like, listen, if you choke me and if you kill me, you're not going to get your money. How you going to find it? So he has to let her go. Autumn has to make it look real because she notices, you know, that, she tells him that, you know, we're being watched in here. Like, there's cameras everywhere. So I'm sure, cameras. Okay. Let me remove my top because the rule is, you know, no titties out at the Pynk for, you know, the final night. So she takes her top off and turns directly to the camera, and you know, so she's dancing, looking in the camera, just waiting. Somebody got to come in there at some point because she's topless. So she got to make it look real and give him a show and give her a show. It's Murda night, and Mississippi and Lil Murda are, you know, preparing to go on stage, and when they do, crowd goes up. Lil Murda starts rapping the Over Love song first. You know, he got a set because he got this song and he's going to do another single. You know, he's giving us a few of his singles. And when he does Over Love, the whole crowd just, you know, chimes right in and joins right in with the chorus. And he's just standing there like, well, I'll be. The people love the music. The people know the music. I could be a star after all. You know, that gasses him all the way up. So now he's on 10. He's doing his good performing like he did last week when he was butt naked in the VIP room practicing. But Lil Murda and Mississippi go up there and do a great job like they always do. The exec, I don't know, A&R, I don't know, whoever he is, the guy that's in the music business, he shows up. And he's more interested in Mississippi than he is Lil Murda. You know, like he's watching them both, likes them both, but he's drawn to Mississippi. So it don't look good. It don't look good for Murda. At the door, Benny Diamond still letting people in, and he let in the I don't want to say, I don't know if I guess he's a teenager. The dude, the little boy that watches Maine's house arrest bracelet for him, he showed up to the Pynk. And Benny Diamond ends up, you know, letting him in. They still getting signatures. They still letting the people in. The place is still packed out, and it's still, the line outside is still wrapped. So everybody is trickling into the Pynk for the last night. DJ Never Scared plays, you know, I guess it's like the intermission. I don't know, but then Gidget and the rest of the girls come out. Like, it's, the people were having a good time at the Pynk. Whole lot of dancing going on, whole lot of partying going on, whole lot of celebrating going on. Derrick is watching and lurking and looking from the crowd, glaring, got an attitude because, you know, Keyshawn getting all of this attention and she's doing great. He don't like it. Then Mississippi and Murda go back up there. Murda got all the stage presence. Now he up there doing push-ups. He's that confident, you know, and the people still, you know, going up for the music. They're still, they know the lyrics. They're still singing along. It's still a great concert going on. Then we see Mercedes giving Coach, her regular, she's giving him his last dance. And he starts talking that, from, what he say, from the pole to the palace talk. He's trying to make her a kept woman, She asked him straight up for $10,000, so she could put it back into, her gym and get another building. And he's like, listen, if I'm doing all that, then we're going to have to make the arrangement real. Like, you're going to have to move on out to Memphis with me. Let me put you up, skybox seats every week. I need a key to that. And I'm going to have a key to that condo, so that I can come and go and, cash in on my investment whenever I want. And she's just looking like, I don't know about all that. And sir, no, you creepy. You got a whole, he said his wife don't mind. His wife don't care. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that anybody's wife would be okay with their husband taking care of another woman. I mean, where they do that at? I don't know. Lil Murda meets with the exec. He's in there with the exec and Keyshawn and his manager. What's the man name? Wody. They meeting, to talk business now. We got to sit down and chit chat on this. Derrick come in there. Keyshawn, can I talk to you? And she's like, in a minute. Wait a minute. Talking, discussing business. She tried to be nice and then she straight up went off. Please, go. Just go. I'm talking business. I don't want to talk to you right now. I don't want to deal with you. She tries to make it seem like he's just a pesky customer. No, that's her man. The way he acted. Then we see Big L in the office and Clifford goes in there and they're discussing business and all of that. And all of a sudden they both look up at the camera and see that Autumn is in there topless. So Clifford gets right on it. They call Benny Diamond. Benny Diamond, go in there. Because one of them girls in there ain't got their top on. I need you to handle that. Benny Diamond say, I'm at the door handling business. I can't do it. You do it, Big L. So now it's Big L's responsibility to go in there and see what's going on. Big L gets a text from Duffy, who is the drug dealer, Gidget's regular, her boyfriend. Gets a text from him, like, meet me out back. Got something for you right now. Let's link. So Big L ain't going to the room. Scratch that. He got to go meet with Duffy first. The minor that he was the boy, like I said, that was holding the ankle bracelet for Maine. When he gets inside, he goes straight to the VIP room that Mercedes is in. He knock on the door. She's like, what are you doing here? And he gives her the flyer that Maine saw, when he was walking down the street, the flyer of the missing persons flyer that has Haley's picture on it. He gives it to Mercedes. And she's looking like, well, what the? And she looks closer and sees the arm that's around Autumn's shoulder. She sees a ring and she remembers, I just saw this ring. And it's the same, she notices it's the same guy. It's that Montavius guy that's in there with Autumn. So automatically she knows something is wrong. Autumn is in trouble. I got to get up out of here. And she don't take the man on his offer. She like, listen, that little deal, I'm going to have to think about that one. I ain't going to say yes. I ain't going to say no, but I'm going to have to think on that one. We see Big L meet with Duffy, They exchange what they going to exchange. They do what they going to do. Wody, the exec, Murda, and Keyshawn are still talking. And, he said, he looking for a real hood nigga. Somebody that's real. Somebody that's really been through the life. He tired of the people that's flodging, the people that's fake, the people, like as the kids say, the folks that be capping. He don't want them people. he don't want to represent them. He want to build up somebody that's actually lived that life, you know, the life that they talk about in their music. He wants somebody that actually lived it. And you know, Murda like, oh, I know how to handle the tools. I'm always strapped. Don't you worry about it. And in walks Clifford. Clifford walk in thinking that he can be a part of the conversation. You know, he grabbing Murda on the shoulder and everything. You know, like, can I get y'all a bottle? What's going on in here? And Murda just, you know, uncomfortable because, you know, he's closeted, trade on the DL. He, you know, gives him this kind of look. You know, he looks uncomfortable and he's just like, well, we're discussing business right now. We'll have to worry about that later. Basically dismisses him and puts him out. And, puts her out. I keep forgetting to use the she and her pronoun when I'm talking about Uncle Clifford. It's the Uncle Clifford that tells my brain to use male pronouns. But y'all, forgive me. Anyway, it hurts her feelings, obviously, and she just leaves. And once she leaves, you know, the exec start talking his mess, and he gets all homophobic with it. Did he call him a faggot? He called him something derogatory. I can't remember, but he was rude. He was one of them niggas. And, you know, Murda got to act like he agreed. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, right? I know, right? I know, right? No, Lil Murda. That's your boo. You better take up for her. And nobody did it, but Keyshawn had her back. Like, don't be coming for my boss. And then she spit a little, you know, a little bar there, and that impressed the exec even more. It's like, oh, so you got bars too? You dancing and you rapping? I might really need to take you on. Like, both of y'all are cool and all, but I really might need you. Like, I could really manage you. She's like, do tell me more. I need to hear a little bit more. Wody had Murda's back too. You know, Wody was like, oh no, he's lived the life. You know, that you need to be looking out for him, because that's who I brought you out here for, was my mans. Because the exec was talking about a 360 deal, and he was talking basically getting rid of you know, all the little people that helped you, just to, you know, throw you into a record label or a record company that's gonna do everything for you. That's you know, they gonna pull out all the stops, and still pay you nothing, of course. But he talking bringing in new producers, getting him a new manager, all of that. And of course, Woody is like, wait a minute, don't be trying to X me out the deal. Like, I brought you him, and this is who I wanted you to check out, not Mississippi. She's just the dancer. Oh, Autumn, she's still being held hostage in that in the Paradise Room, still trying to get out of there. Nobody seems to notice that she's in there topless. So she's still trying to do all she can to stall and get him to, you know, let her out of there. Clifford, you know, is in his office distraught, got to take a few shots, got to take some drinks, because now his boo done hurt her feelings, and now she just don't know what to do with that situation, because he thought that they were out. She thought that they were out. She thought that they, you know, all was well, like they could be public, it could be cool, because that's what Murda wanted. That's what LaMarcus wanted. And now all of a sudden he's trying to act in front of people. So granted, you know, I'm sure that hurt her feelings or whatever. But while Autumn was in the room, Mercedes does drop by. She knock on the door, and this time she says she's coming with bottle service. And he answers the door, and, you know, he's not trying to let her in. And she's like, oh no, I insist. She kind of, you know, bombards her way on in. And once she's inside, she can tell something is going on. And she does the small talk, you know, how she finesses, you know, the men. She finesses everybody, and she gets in there and swindles and ends up taking her bottle and busting it. And I know I'm skipping around a little bit, but she busts the bottle she was holding over the table, and they both gonna try to fight him. I'm like, on your way in there, you could at least ran past Benny and said, Benny, it's going down. It's about to go down in the Paradise Room. She could have went and got somebody before just beelining over there. I mean, she beeline over there to her, running, sprinting in them stripper heels. I know they would have had to do at least 10 takes of that with me, because the first 5, I would have been buckling, falling, ankles hurting, scraped up knees, all of that, trying to run in them high heels. But Mercedes did it. She did that. Clifford, while he was in his office, he does see that now he sees that Mercedes and Autumn are in there, and Autumn is still topless, so he calls Benny Diamond again. Benny Diamond say he's still at the door. Then they call Big L. Big L, he ain't went round there. He was supposed to go round there. So Clifford is just, like, all right, well, I guess I got to go over there. Murda comes knocking at the door, though. He want to talk after he done paid her dust in front of his friends. Now he want to talk and rehash things. And Clifford is basically like, listen, I'm not finna be your secret. I'm not finna play these games with you. Your rap career is more important to you. You Lil Murda, and that's that. He's like, I should have known that's who I met to begin with, so I should have known that that's who you are. Like, it was good, it was cute, it was nice to get to know LaMarcus, but you Lil Murda, so have a good life. And Lil Murda even had the nerve to, he had some tears welling up in his eyes. I was like, oh, he don't want to hurt you. He don't want to hurt you. He's just in the closet. Like, I'm sure that isn't easy. It's easier said than done to just be like, hey, this is me. It's what I got going on. This is what I like. As opposed to just keeping that between you and the person you dealing with. I think they broke up, y'all. I think they broke up. Back in the Paradise Room, he's still trying to get rid of Mercedes, and like I said, she not budging. She done bust that bottle, done broke it. Let my friend out of here. And cause she even calls Autumn by her name, Haley. So I'm sure that was to tell Autumn, yeah, I know what's going on. I know you're running from him. I'm here to help. I'm here to have your back. He tells Autumn, she needs to go and find that money, because she said that it's here. She finally blurts out that it's here, because he had Mercedes at, I was gonna say knife point, but bottle point. He had the bottle up to her neck. He had got it away from her, and Autumn, okay, it's here. I'm gonna go get it. Just give me about 5 minutes. And he told her, you got 5 minutes to go get it, and I'm about to drown everybody up in this place with her blood. So Autumn got to go run and get that money out the locker. When she goes there, she reaches up at the top. The gun is gone. And I thought that she was going to leave. Because she packs up the money, changes her clothes. I'm like, she about to try to dip. And she, runs and goes and gets in her car. And I'm like, girl, you going to leave her? Why would you leave? Like, you going to leave her in there with him? You know what he's capable of. And you just going to leave her. Girl, please. Big L is out back, and Clifford calls him. He like, oh, I'm in the office. And Clifford's like, no, you're not, because I'm in the office. I need for you to go on in there in that Paradise Room and get them girls together in there. Benny Diamond. Oh, I forgot something. Keyshawn, when she got off stage, she was hemmed up by Derrick. Derrick had her on, all jacked up on the wall. It's time to go. We need to go. I don't want to hear that. Blah, 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 blah. She's just like, I'm working right now. And he's like, no, it's time to go. Go get your shit and let's go. And you need to be in the car waiting on me in about 3 minutes, or you don't want to see what's going to happen after that. And she's like, do I want to see what's going to happen when I get home? Like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. And, he still ain't trying to hear that. Get your stuff and let's go. And Diamond sees that from across the club. So Benny Diamond, this is when he rolls up on Derrick. You know, like, I saw you putting your hands on Keyshawn. I'm going to need for you to not do none of that. A fight ensues, of course, because Derrick got a slick mouth. And Derrick, you know, kind of got it was a fair fight. Derrick ain't no punk. You know, he got hands too. So they fighting and tussling. It's a nice, good fight. It's a fight there, then it's a fight in the Paradise Room between Mercedes and what's the man name? Montavius, you know. So we got two things going on. Benny Diamond and Derrick's fight, they roll out into the club, you know. So now it's out in the open. Somebody gets a gun. I want to say it was Benny Diamond. And they start shooting. So now that's going to clear out the club. Now everybody is running and going, you know, and they're in separate directions or whatever. Mercedes and Autumn still whooping ass. Because Autumn does come back. She didn't leave Mercedes. She ends up coming back with the money. And, you know, it's all there. You can have it or whatever. And he tries to... I forgot if he tries to do something to one of them, but either way it goes, they both jump on his ass and you know, and start fighting him and fighting over a gun. Keyshawn runs back in the club, and see, this whole scene had me. Not only was I upset with her, I was disappointed in Keyshawn. I was empathetic with Keyshawn. Because, I mean, what battered woman doesn't come to the aid of her abuser? They always do that. I don't know, like they have this sense of loyalty to them. Craziness to me, but she come in there with her gun and tell Benny to get off of him. Holding her gun on Benny. Boo-hoo crying because she knows she's stupid for even... saying it, for even having Derrick's back and not his. He's protecting you. He got your back. He's defending you. And you come in and pull your gun on him because that's your man. That's your baby daddy. Get the fuck. I was so upset with Keyshawn. And Keyshawn gonna have to see me next season. She gonna have to see me because, girl, I hope you done dumped Derrick by next season. I know they got renewed. So work on that. Write that in there, girl. I don't want to see Derrick no more. It needs to be Keyshawn and Benny Diamond or bust. When Clifford can't get nobody to go in there with Mercedes and Autumn, of course, now he got to go. He goes and gets his gun, cocks it and all of that. While the fighting is going on inside, then we hear 3 gunshots go off in there with Mercedes and Autumn. And at first I was like, because I think Montavius had the gun in his hand when we saw, you know, the actual gun in the room before, you know, it went out there to where Benny Diamond and Derrick were fighting. So I can't remember who had that gun when the shots rang out, but it was obvious that nothing was gonna happen to Mercedes and nothing ain't gonna happen. Nothing is gonna happen to Autumn because they are main characters. Loretta Devine and I forgot what his grandma name was on here, but y'all know Loretta Devine. She's playing Clifford's grandmother. She ain't got on her all black. Everybody got on their all black. They going to a funeral. Funeral being the auction. And Mercedes, she's outside. We see her outside her mama's church, well, her gym. But you know, her mama done changed it into a church. She's sitting outside of there, boo-hoo crying, all beat up. And her mom, Patrice, step up. You know, she's just like, God is a God of second chances, right? And Patrice said, yeah, second chance, third chance, fourth chance. But you go ahead and pray to your God about that. Oh, yeah, and remember, I'm dead to you. And turn around and keep it pushing. Left Mercedes standing there. I mean, that's why you can't say that kind of stuff to people and then need them. But that's your mama. That's your mama. If anybody can do that, it's the child in the situation. You know, like your mama should always have her arms open for you to come back and, you know, forgive and love on you and all, especially as hellish as Patrice as Patrice has been, she needs to be welcoming her with open arms. You in the wrong and got the nerve to be boastful. And oh, remember, I'm dead to you. Girl, fuck you. That's what I got to say to that. Andre and his wife checking out of their hotel, and the man at the desk being petty, trying to allude to the fact that, oh, he been here a while and had some girls. I'm sure the wife, she should have picked up on that little subtle shade, the subtlety that the man was trying to drop on her, because, you know, he's giving him looks like, yo, sorry ass, been here all this time, I done seen you going and buying condoms. It wasn't for her. Y'all have a nice day now. You hear? Then we see everybody filing into the auction. They got on their all black because they going to a funeral. They get in there. Andre is there as well. Andre and Brittany and Tydale Ruffin, God Daddy, he there in a red suit looking a mess. A mess, just country. Anyway, they start the bidding off, and Andre he has his limit, his budget is, I think it was like 200K or something like that. He couldn't go above that. And, you know, per Eatonville Linden. He starts the bidding off, you know, he bids, and then all of a sudden somebody else start bidding, and who is it, you say? It's Autumn. Autumn with her white hat on, looking like Olivia Pope with her white hat and her white suit. She bidding, she ain't backing down. 250,000, thank you. And he can't go up, he can't go above that, you know. And he sees that it's Autumn, and Tydale is sitting there like, what you doing? Like, F all that, we'll worry about that later. Call him, make sure you can. And he was on the phone with him trying to get, you know, Bill on the line to see if he could go a little over the budget. And when Bill answers the phone, Autumn's sitting there looking at him like, so what you gonna do? And, you know, he looks at her. I guess he gonna back down. He don't bid no more. He hangs up on Bill and everything, you know, pretends he can't get in touch with him, like it's nothing I can do about it, out of my hands. And he essentially just gave her back the club. So now Autumn owns it. Well, she's a partner with Clifford. Tydale is upset, of course. He's pissed off. And I think that his wife, Andre's wife, I think that he knows something is afoot with he and Autumn. You know, I think she noticed a little something there between the two of them, because she had this look on her face like, this nigga, let me find out you've been messing around with this girl right here. And who is she coming up in here with her white suit buying the whole daggone place? Yeah, she don't trust it. You know, so now Autumn and Uncle Clifford are partners. They shake on it. Clifford wants to know why. You know, he's like, why? Why you do this? And she says, well, I owed you, and now you owe me. So we in for a treat, I'm sure, next season. Mercedes comes in there as well. She's all distraught, you know, because she don't have no gym, you know, so she's back at square one. She's back. I'm sure she's going to be back dancing at the Pynk. She never got her last dance or nothing like that. And now she needs to stack her money up all over again. So, sorry, Mercedes girl. But that was it, y'all, for the season finale. I really enjoyed it. You know, wrapping up the storylines. Everything's, you know, wrapped up in a nice little bow. Not too many cliffhangers and nothing like that. But I can see what direction we're gonna be going in, or what direction we're gonna be headed in for season 2. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.